How you doing? So, I'm doing a comparison with Diablo, which I believe is the best champion in the game, versus the other class. So, we just had a new side quest come out this year. It's called Level 5 Thread. But before that, we had Legendary Quest, which was the hardest quest that was coming every month. Now we have what is called Level 5 Thread, which is slightly harder than Legendary Quest. That's going to be happening every month. So they also has this called objectives. You know, they have class objectives. So in this case, I'm doing the Mystic objectives. So what it is basically in your team you have to have all Mystic champions. You don't need to have all 5 champions in your slots to fill in the Mystic objectives, but you do need to have only Mystic champions in your team. In this case, I'm only using Diablo without synergy, just him taking on the entire path, including the boss, which is Hercules, during week 1. So, as you can see, I'm not using any synergies, just Diablo versus the Mutant Team. I just want to let you know this is the most probably inaccurate one out of all the comparison. When I compared it to Cosmic and Mutant, Cosmic and not Mutant, Cosmic and Science Team, I was using the same path. In this one, I the Mutant path, I decided to use the one that's going down, which I think is the harder path. Technically, Diablo can still solo that path, the harder path, when you go down. The one that I choose for this path, I use the one that's going up. If you play MCOC, you know what I'm talking about. So, what is this? To be fair, this is the only one that I did a damage comparison with Diablo without him having synergy. So you can kind of argue that it balances out, you know? And to be transparent, since all my comparison that that I'm doing is with the masteries, it's optimized for Diablo. It's not optimized, or you can say optimized for Mystic Champion. No, actually more optimized for Diablo because I have 5 out of 5 in Mystic Dispersion, which none of the class will benefit from. So it is optimized for Diablo. Try to be transparent on that. But Diablo can still solo the, what do you call that? The down path, which I think is harder. If I have more time, I might do that to see the comparison. Obviously, if you're a more skilled player than I am, you can definitely do it. I can do it too with more practice, with more attempts. If I had the time. So as I mentioned, it's not the most accurate because I'm using the one that's going up, and then the Mutant Team is going down. So I also will provide a link below on the what do you call that? The full video of the me Diablo using Diablo and me using the Mutant Team. So let's look at it in terms of health wise. So basically, I'm also going to be comparing health wise. How much Diablo has health left compared to the other classes. So let's see. So here, to be transparent as well, I took more hits with the Mutant Team, and I also took the harder path. So let that be known. So I'd say here I got 2 hits. This was the solo by Cable against Hercules. 2 hits. 5, that's 7. 12. 13. 16. 17. 20, 23, 31. So I took 31 hits, I believe. Yes, 31 hits with the Mutant Team, okay? I want to let you know, as you could see, it doesn't show, but oh yeah, it does right here. All my champions got knocked out except Cable, which I was able to solo Hercules. But before that, and you will see, I will provide the link below. When I use my mutant objectives, I use 4 level 5 revives, And I used two level 1, I mean, not four, four level 5 potions, I mean, not revives, and two level 1 revives. And look at this, I only end up with 26% health. That was my total team health. Just Cable being alive. None of the other champions were alive, only Cable with 26% health. So let's look at Diablo. How much health did he finish the whole thing? Just by himself. 100%. I don't remember exactly what percent did I started with. Let's see. Yeah, I can't tell. What's that? 18, 28, 9. Was that 9? 14 times 7. So I pretty much had like 63% health. I think around there. And you will see in the video with the link below when I soloed the entire path, including Hercules, just using Diablo. So let's see how many hits did Diablo take. So he took 5 hits against Hercules, and he still finished with a full yellow bar. Love to see it. So 2, that's 7, 12, 13. So I took 13 hits. Clearly, I definitely played better with Diablo. But given that, I was up against what? Entire Mutant Team, which I think when it comes to quests, I still think they're the best class out of all the classes. Just when it comes to quests, it's kind of close with the Cosmic Team. I know, before Mutant was so much better than the other class. It wasn't even close. Then the Mutant Team, they had pretty good champions to come out. They had Hercules and Galen and Hulkling. But even when Hercules came out, the Mutant Team was still better. That's how good the Mutant Team was. I mean, it was probably a lot closer since Hercules came out. But then, you obviously had Kitty Pryde to pretty much negate a lot of that as well. So what is this? Yeah, so keep in mind, what do you call this? Mutant is one of the best class for sure. And Diablo was able to finish with more health than 5 other mutant champions. That's using 4 level 5 potions and 2 level 1 revives. As I mentioned, which I will provide a link below so you can see the comparison when it comes to me using Diablo without synergies and against 5 mutant champions. Of course, mutants champions are known for their synergies, and that was it was. And I want to say, like I said earlier, it's not the most accurate because I did use, I believe, which is the harder path with the Mutant Team. If I have the time, I'll do the harder path with Diablo to see a damage comparison. If with more attempts, I know Diablo can solo the entire path going down, including Hercules and with 100% health and without synergies. But as I mentioned, to be fair, hopefully if you're looking at this, you're like, whoa, my head is spinning. So let me slow it down. To be fair, I did not have any synergies with Diablo. I soloed the entire fight with Diablo and finished with 100% health. So I will be doing a comparison with the Science as well as the Cosmic Team. I already have the stats, the data ready, and I'm currently working with the Tech and Skill Champion in week 3. Thank you.